So light bulb, no. Post-it, yes. What about like a rabbit 5-speed? Is that like a normal invention? Because for some people, that's a normal invention.
That's not a normal invention.
No,
that's a piece of high-tech machinery.
Yeah, that's galaxy brain right there.
Yeah.
This one was supposed to be clean.
What? It is clean. We're just talking about little kitty cats. All right, a post-it note's like a wife that she just gets the job done. You don't have dinner anymore, and your clothes aren't washed and folded. Then you start realizing, wow,
Like
Definitely being sexist.
no, I'm not being. Wait, what do you mean? How do you mean? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Guys on Draft. We're here once again. Mark?
No, that was a big inhale.
The illustrious. It was me or him?
I thought we both did it.
I thought I didn't go. Yeah. Rocky, he's here.
I got big
And,
lungs. I can't help it.
We got a hot pipe and draft coming down the pipeline for you guys. Last week, we drafted the hottest male quarterbacks as women, which was a roaring, a splash at the box office.
Yeah.
I think.
I would like to point out real quick that
Okay, sure.
out of 2 of the last few weeks that I haven't been here, so within the last 2 months, you guys did hottest quarterbacks and then hottest quarterbacks as women.
That's right.
All right.
We're just trying to.
putting that out there.
First of all, I don't know what you're insinuating. Number one, and number two, I'll have you know, we did it to stay on theme with the football season approaching.
I agree. That's right.
And there was
I
a
was
request.
giving you kudos.
There was a request.
Yeah.
After what did we do? We did something.
Hottest quarterbacks as women?
No, we did the hottest animated character draft.
Yeah, but I wasn't
yeah.
there. He was there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then somebody requested that we do the guys, but then somehow we landed on the quarterbacks as women. So
Well, I think we thought, or I know I said, Mark needed to be here for the hottest male animated character.
Yeah.
That seems like a Zach Solo show to me.
He could carry it.
I
wear
think
his-
he's got a top 20 for sure.
Could wear his cardigan. Could have a cat in his lap.
Would he have a cat in his lap?
I think he would have at least one.
I think he always has a cat in his lap.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That sounds like a euphemism.
It is.
Zach's got a cat in his lap. This one was supposed to be clean.
What? It is clean.
Is
We're
it?
just talking about little kitty cats. All right. Wow. So today we're drafting. What are we tired? There's so much debate.
Greatest Halloween movies.
We're just drafting Halloween movies. Now they don't have to be
Yeah,
about Halloween per se. You watch it.
Watch it at Halloween.
Yes.
Then it's
Yes.
a Halloween.
You guys get it.
There's going to be obvious vetoes. I mean, if you watch...
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rocky's already challenging
hang on.
he's already challenging the parameters of this
You're gonna
contest.
cut this part out.
If
I
you
gotta
watch-
go get my,
Like,
You gotta get what?
gotta get something.
No, we're not cutting it out. Go.
like if you... Like if you watch Surf Ninjas 3 during
Yeah.
Halloween,
Yeah,
that's
nah.
not a Halloween
That's not
movie.
valid. That's not valid.
I mean, I get Rob Schneider is, he's a Hollywood icon, but, watching it around Halloween's on you. That's not on everybody else.
True.
All right.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stupid shit that people watch.
Oh, he's got his Bible there.
His
Do you have-
biblioteca.
Do you have all past episodes in there?
No.
No. I thought maybe you like
Bury
used,
it. The time capsule.
It would also be great for catching up on our sheets thing where we're kind of keeping track of everything we're doing too. That's all I was.
Okay,
thinking.
so let's
I
spin
did
the wheel.
I
Okay,
did
I'm
get,
sorry.
real quick, I did have a listener who suggested that we do a topic. And it's,
What was this listener's name, if you don't mind
his
me
name is
asking?
Michael.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the,
Michael G. I don't want to call him out here. Michael G. Michael
help
G.
us produce the show, but okay. All right.
No, he wants us to. It was a good topic, I thought, and so it was greatest normal inventions, and I was like,
Huh.
what does that mean?
Yeah. What suffices a normal invention?
Post-it notes, like not ground,
So
earth
not-
shattering, but things that we use every day.
Light bulb, is that a normal invention?
Sure.
Okay.
No, that's
Clock.
not a normal invention.
What-
A light bulb's a normal invention.
I mean-
Light?
Light isn't a normal invention.
Well, that
the
is what a
ability
light
to
bulb
see,
is.
But a light bulb,
All right, so light bulb.
No, that's not a normal invention.
you could use a candle.
You couldn't invent that shit.
You don't think so?
A
Alright.
light bulb?
You don't know.
So
A post-it you can figure out.
Yeah. So light bulb, no. Post-it, yes. What about like a rabbit 5-speed? Is that like a normal invention? Because for some people, that's a normal
No,
invention.
That's not a normal invention.
No,
that's a piece of high-tech machinery.
yeah, that's galaxy brain right there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be sucked into Mark's.
You're not going to be sucked in at all. This has to be clean.
I didn't say rabbit 5-speed. That's nothing bad with that.
So we would have to name it something other than normal inventions, but maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. We can add it to the
Like
list.
pedestrian inventions.
Because then it leads to another one, which is like the greatest earth-shattering inventions of all time,
Wow.
right? You know,
I
because
like
I
where you
think
took that.
I think a great invention, it's a little bit magic.
Yeah.
And a post-it note, I use it all the time. It's not magic, right?
Yeah, but a post-it note's like a wife that that's
Wow.
just not super hot, but she just gets the job done. Like if she wasn't there, and then you don't have dinner anymore, and your clothes aren't washed and folded, then you start realizing, wow.
So we said we were keeping this clean.
I'm just saying,
We're not keeping
it's like
it.
a role player.
Holy
not-
shit! I think we've offended
We're
like
definitely being
every.
sexist.
No, I'm not being.
we've-
Wait, what do you mean? How do you
Cook
mean?
and cook
You
and
just said
clean.
with your laundry at home folded.
Yeah.
Normal
I'm just
wife.
saying, in somebody's particular, that could be. But I'm sure there's households like that.
Right. So what wives don't?
No, well, what I'm saying is the post-it note is similar, like where you don't appreciate it because it's not wowing you. It's just post-it notes getting a message across and sticking to something.
But now I'm curious. Now I want to unpack something else. Like what?
Mark, is there a marker over there in that chair that is good? Because this mark,
No. What constitutes? What constitutes?
So you taking my marker?
I'm gonna
What
share.
constitutes?
What constitutes? What kind of woman folds and does the laundry? Like
A woman that doesn't work.
a woman. Okay, so a woman that doesn't work. So a
you're
woman that
saying
works,
like a
it's not on
housewife.
her.
so
Okay.
housewives don't work. Is what I feel like I hear you saying.
They're not part of the workforce.
What if they're on Pinterest all
Are they
day
paying
though?
taxes?
If they're on Pinterest all day,
No. Do they pay taxes?
do you file jointly? I mean, there's just a lot. That's a heavy bag to unpack, my friend.
Well, I didn't bring the bag out. You did.
Oh, you brought the bag
No, I
out,
didn't. I'm just talking about a post-it note.
and you compared it to a normal wife. That's
All right,
not-
so then the strike wife from the record will say a friend,
All right.
Maybe you have a broke friend with no car, no ambition, but gosh darn it, he's always around when you need somebody to have a beer with. That's a post-it note.
Okay.
You don't value it until you don't have it.
That seems like better than a post-it note, though.
It is
Someone-
better. It's just a comparison.
Someone that drops
Going a
everything to
little
go have a
too
beer.
long, right?
I think
I don't
we
know. It
probably
seems-
should just spin that wheel.
I asked you to a while ago.
Yeah, Cameron, spin the wheel here.
Spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel. All right, so I will get to the side.
It's bullshit. You know he does something, right?
Yeah, it's bullshit that
You do something.
I haven't had the first place in a long time.
You get it every time.
What do you? I didn't get it last week.
Mark gets
I didn't get it
last.
the week
every
before.
time.
I get last every time.
Mark, you pick second, so
No, he
screw you.
doesn't.
not.
I do.
You're not. It went to you, right? Yeah. It's
right.
every time.
It's loaded dice over
It
there.
matters. It matters in the order in which you enter our names.
It does not.
It does.
You know what's sad?
Do the same thing, but enter our names in reverse.
Enter
what's-
our names.
You know what's sad?
What's that?
A lot of things.
That I also don't care about going third. No, it's not sad. It's just that actually makes me happy. But I don't
What
like
else makes you happy?
the new rule. The not doing the turn. That kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, well, too bad you weren't here.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I veto that. I gavel that shit.
And you gaveled by yourself, so
I don't know about that.
I think
I
so.
think Rocky would like a turn if he was in
why
the
would
third
I?
spot.
The turn sucks.
Why? You get 3 and 4. You come back.
3 and 4. Yeah, but then
funny thing is, I don't
it
think
ruins the impact of your second pick when you pick.
I mean, it doesn't. Listen, Mark's had plenty of number one picks.
And
Won
he's
one, and he's
screwed the pooch.
Yeah, he has
for
screwed
sure.
the pooch almost every time.
I don't think that's true. I just
right.
think that the right audience isn't engaging us yet.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
don't like
is.
that you keep taking my marker.
It's not on me. It's on
Then
them.
Mark's got to find me another one. It's probably between one of your
Why the
cheeks.
hell would I have to find
And
you
then
one?
you want that one, don't you?
There's a fourth.
You're
No.
the closest to the marker board where I distinctly see at least 12 markers.
He can't get up.
People with money don't get up.
That's the forbidden journey from his chair to the marker board over there.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Oh no, he can't spell.
yeah, I will say I was double checking to make sure I didn't screw this up, but
All right, can I have the marker, please? What's your team name?
my team name is Hollow Screen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's pretty good there.
All right,
And
Busch Gardens.
yeah, and I'm gonna go with the original. The Halloween started the franchise of modern horror movies, the 1978 version. You know, it introduced us with Michael Myers, scared the crap out of a generation of kids, lasting, horror film franchise.
That's right around when you were in high school, so it came out when
Now,
you
that
did.
was actually, that's crazy, but that was elementary school.
Elementary school.
Yeah, a long time ago.
1972.
Yeah, I think Mark was 12. You were 12.
That's
I
for
was in
70,
elementary school.
72. 72 I was
Men were men and women were women.
72 I wasn't even thought about. Wasn't even thought about in 70. You graduated high school in 72?
No,
Yeah.
idiot.
Holy
I said
shit.
he came out when the movie did.
Idiot.
You get it? He came out.
He came out. Yeah, I get it.
When were you born, Mark? Or
Seven-
let me say, were you born, or do you know?
He was
78.
accepted.
78, brother. The year of love.
Mark came out with a goatee.
He came out. He came out the year Halloween came out.
Goatee and a hoop earring.
Coincidence?
Huh?
He came out the same year as Halloween. I'm just saying.
I rocked a hoop earring for a hot minute.
Did
I
you
had a hoop
really?
earring too.
I didn't do the Mike McDaniel. I didn't have the double.
You can't wear one without looking like a pirate. So
Yeah.
don't get mad at us.
No. My time period, it was the lightning bolt.
What time period was that?
The
If you-
70s, 80s. Yeah.
If you wore hoop earrings, you would look like Barbara Streisand with a beard.
I would look striking.
Striking
Either
is
way.
a word.
Look striking.
Oh man.
All right, hey. So this is not exactly a scary movie, but when I was a child, it scared it scared me. But we still watch it every Hallows Eve or sometime around it, and I'm gonna go with.
See, this was one that I was wondering about.
There you go. So what I don't like about this movie is that the title character is not in the movie enough. The best part of the movie not in the movie enough, but I'm going with Beetlejuice.
That's a good pick.
Beetlejuice,
movie.
Beetlejuice. I love that movie.
That
It's
scared
just-
you, really.
I was a child, yeah.
Came out, 84, right?
I came out in 84.
So you were watching it when you were...
Like 8,
Yeah, I
9.
think it was 84.
Yeah.
What was the second time he came out? Early
11th,
2000s?
11th grade, and then I went back in after, like 2 years after that.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Hey, you got to try things.
You know what? It was 89, actually. It was 89.
I like that pick. I hope the revival of Beetlejuice is
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
is going to be good too.
Why are you touching my knee?
He wants your marker.
Please stop doing that.
All right, I'm going to go
Say
with
Phil.
I'm going
Say
to go with
Phil.
a classic, and I mean you can't think of this movie without thinking about Halloween. It's something that we watch every year. It's a little bit
It's a
dated.
great pick.
It's a little dated at this point, but it's one of those feel good movies that you always have to watch at the season.
This is a
That's
solid pick.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is a great pick.
Hocus Pocus is a great pick.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be the Halloween movie right now,
Yes,
I think.
I
even
think it's got some cult
the-
following, yeah.
The second one that they came out with last year
was okay.
got bashed. I
Well, I
loved it.
didn't like it, but
No?
my girls liked it.
Yeah,
so.
I love that. Just because I'm a sucker for that kind of like feel good movie, and I think it hit that alley. It hit that alley of like that '90s like Halloween film.
Mm-hmm.
So Team Graveyard Flicks goes with Hocus Pocus,
Hocus
number one.
Pocus. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see what. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's super chalk. Chalkboard's his name. You could have just put Xmas, you know?
I like to make Zach work.
Yeah.
So this is kind of in the vein of like this, is it a Halloween? Is it a Christmas? I think most people, they actually watch it starting Halloween and they
Yeah.
watch it all the way through
Yeah.
Christmas. And that's Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's blatantly a Halloween movie. It's not a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie,
but
but
there's
it's
a
a
couple
fantastic.
Christmas
Yeah, they're trying to
stuff.
bring
Yeah.
Christmas to
Halloween Town.
Yeah.
So it's a classic. And you know what? When it came out, it was 93. It was okay. People liked it, but man, as it just built and built.
It's gotten better
and built
as the years have
and built.
gone on. That's for sure, because I didn't really care about it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, I think, it was musical. That was a little bit of a, people weren't sure that in the 90s. They weren't in touch with their, feminine side.
Also, musicals are feminine, is what you're saying.
I think they were seen as feminine back in the.
Again,
80s
let me
and 90s,
introduce you to a certain Mr. Danny Zuko, okay?
I think RuPaul would disagree with you. He was definitely in touch with his feminine side in the '90s.
He's super in touch with it.
Yeah, I think he even did it in the '80s, didn't he? He was groundbreaking. She was groundbreaking. She was. I don't know. Wow. They were groundbreaking. Them were groundbreaking.
Thank you, Mark. All right, so my list is going to be, there's some obvious juggernauts you can go after here, but I'm just going with stuff I like. And
stokes your own little flame there.
Stokes my flame isn't little.
Little Phil.
My flame is quite large, actually.
Little Phil.
Only Little Phil because my dad was
What scared
Big
him?
Phil.
What scared him?
No, now this movie was scary. Okay.
Okay.
Total opposite of Beetlejuice here, and there was a lot of them, but the first couple were pretty damn good, and I'm going with Scream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
this
that.
is right up my alley of being like a preteen teen.
Well, and I think it
Going
introduced
to the movies on a Friday night.
Introduced a new style of horror, kind of like
Slasher thriller.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like Halloween revived, kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of like that classic line. Do you like scary movies? It kind of sticks with you,
Not only that, I mean, when you think about like traditional, easy Halloween costumes, like every year you can't walk the streets without seeing a Scream costume.
Ghostface, yeah.
It's always that Ghostface is always out there. Black robe with that easy white face to throw on. Right down the middle. I like that pick. That's a good pick. You combine that pick with my number one pick, and this team already won already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this.
How it works, though.
I'm going to flip the script here. I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go to a lighthearted movie. Mr. Adam Sandler worked his magic last year.
Oh, it was
and
good.
He came out with a Halloween movie that we will be watching now yearly, and that's Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween was better than I thought it was going to be.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, maybe like along the line of like a Mr. Deeds that wasn't like very well received when it first came out.
I
It would
love
take
Mr.
some time.
Deeds, though.
I
Yeah.
do too, but it takes a little bit of time, right? This one didn't waste any time. This is like your Billy Madison. He hit a home run here with Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween was pretty damn funny. Have you seen Hubie Halloween?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man,
I
you
haven't.
gotta watch
My daughters, they like Adam Sandler subjectively. So I can't just, I got to make sure it's good. And I didn't get a chance to watch it before they came home. So
Oh, so you didn't want to throw it on and get
Yeah,
roasted? It would have hurt your feelings inside.
no,
Because you like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I like Adam, and I don't want them to think he's total trash. And he's come out with some pretty good movies recently.
Yeah, recently.
The basketball movie was
he
good.
had a few bad ones in the middle
he
there,
did.
but
But then is it Uncut Diamonds?
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
That's right.
The basketball movie
that was good.
great.
Yeah.
You're saying Hubie Halloween was good, so
There was another one, too, that came out that was pretty good. Grown Ups 3? Am I making that up?
Dude, I like the Grown Ups movies. I don't care what anybody says. I like them.
They're good for what everybody goes to.
Everybody
watches the
knows.
movie expecting it to be a Grammy Award-winning movie.
It's
Can I have
modern
my
day
marker back,
slapstick.
or is it your turn?
it's my turn.
Okay.
So. This is a tough one because
Is it though?
I have Halloween, which is one of the original horror films. Then I've got Nightmare Before Christmas, a little bit more lighthearted. My mind kind of wants to go back to a lighthearted Halloween, but I think Mark got the one that I would have picked. And so what I'm going to go with is, and it's the 2017 version. It's
Okay.
important. The Stephen King classic It.
I like how it says 2017 version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
no, that's not a bad pick.
It's a good movie. It was scary. It was eerie. I
Yes.
think people are freaked out by clowns, and it's not the old one. I'm trying to think what year that came out. Mid '80s.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I've not watched any of them because I have a fear. I wouldn't call it a fear of clowns. I just don't like clowns. I don't like them.
I think
Sounds
that's
like a
what you-
fear.
yeah,
That sounds like a fear.
And because of that, I've refused to watch it. Like I don't need that shit haunting my nightmares
So
every
maybe
night.
we should do that live. Watch it with Mark.
He won't do it.
I won't do it.
Get our feety pajamas and some popcorn.
Well, now you throw feety pajamas in there. Now I might do it.
Yeah.
Man,
Here's your-
I'm having like a crisis here.
tough. There's a lot of really
Well, it's
good
because I'm
films.
trying to decide whether to go with like the chalk pick or just something that I like, and it's
See,
always a battle.
See, it is something that I love. I read it and was disgusted with the original version, and then saw this one and said, "Wait a minute, this is good."
Here's the thing: is I think this is the type of draft that not only will it, but it should have a lot of chalk picks, right? It should have a lot of films that kind of bring back that nostalgia of Halloween and what it's all about.
All right, so you guys might hate this, and you're probably gonna make me define it. But every year around October in my house, we start watching Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, dude, I totally agree.
Now I could give you a movie, I guess my favorite one, if you want, but I don't think you guys are gonna pick
I don't
another
think you
Harry
can.
Potter movie.
But do you want to give him?
It's up to you guys.
I mean, do you want to give him the entire Harry Potter
Yeah,
franchise?
I
I think you got to pick.
I don't know. I don't know that you have to do the movie. I
Here's
think
why
you kind of
gotta
get the
pick.
franchise.
No. Here's why you got to pick. We don't know what I might need to do in round 5, and just for our listeners, if it's the entire franchise, I think he wins.
Well,
And
I do watch
think he should win.
I watched the entire franchise.
Well, no. Here's
But
the
it's
thing.
gotta be
we
one
start
that-
watching all of them.
I think our viewers are smart enough to discern. When you're taking the franchise, you're essentially taking that as.
I disagree.
He took Scream, and Scream to me is also a franchise, right?
It
He's
is.
not
You
just
didn't-
saying
you didn't
Scream
bat
1.
an eye.
He's saying Scream 1 through 7.
Because to me, I think you said Scream. I
Are you
felt like you
gabbling
meant
it?
Scream 1,
Are you gabbling?
and I conditioned it
Are you
by
gabbling
Scream
it?
1. No, I think we shouldn't have to. We've never been allowed to take a franchise. We've had to pick. In every movie or like,
See, he set himself up with this by discerning the fact that he was taking 2017.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not. It's just.
yeah, it's fair.
It's
fair.
hard. It's not unfair, but it's also like
I don't think you
don't
have to
watch
do
just
it, but
one.
if he wants you to do it, then do it. I mean, whatever. Pick
He's trying to be your friend here.
pick one.
If I had to pick one, which one would it be?
Probably. I haven't seen them all, but I think probably
Something with the Sorcerer's
two.
Stone.
Two is probably.
That's the first one. Do you like the number 2? No.
I just think 2 is more of that kind of spin.
Yeah, I know there's one, and I forget which one, that is more Christmas, pure Christmas.
Yeah, there's one that's
so
more
that's
Christmas.
That's why I think that one may come up in the Christmas draft.
I'm trying to think of the name.
In fact, I think it did come up in the Christmas draft.
It might have. It is really coming down out there, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with. Damn it! I can't remember the name. Oh, I know what it is. I'm gonna go with Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay, I like that one.
That's gonna be fun for Zach to write.
Well, was that the third one?
I think it's the 4th. That's why I always get mixed up with them.
Yeah.
There might have been the 3rd. Prisoner of Azkaban and Order of the Phoenix are my 2 favorite.
Well, one was what? Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Sorcerer's Stone, and then the second one was what was the second one?
Please, Dumbledore, don't touch me there.
No,
Is that the second one?
second one. Rest in peace, Dumbledore. The first one was Sorcerer's Stone. What was? I don't know. Do you remember?
I can't
Something
remember.
with a snake.
That was in the first one. Something with a snake.
Yeah, I can't.
Good. Speak. I'll find it.
Whatever. I
too
mean,
many of them.
this isn't a Harry Potter podcast.
Could be.
It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go chalk 2. I'm gonna go with another movie. It's a quirky horror film that just embodies Halloween. Probably aside from Ghostface is the next most sought after Halloween costume year by year, and that's Chucky's costume. I'm going with Child's Play number 3.
Child's Play is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like the third the best.
No. My third pick, Child's Play, not Child's Play number 3, the original Child's Play. Although I will say that we just did Halloween Horror Nights Saturday night,
Yeah.
and out of all the houses, that was probably the weakest house because it was so
Chucky.
quirky. Yeah, the Chucky house. But you know, kind of brought you back to those feels of when you first saw Child's Play.
Yeah, it was definitely on my list. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think it again. I liked, like, I'm trying to pick some that changed the genre a little bit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That changed the genre.
You guys can't hear this, but I think we've entered
The Twilight Zone.
yeah, the hurricane. I think there's a hurricane outside right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Just out of nowhere. Huh?
Oh man, so many good ones. So many good ones.
So little time.
Do I go with something that we watched? You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Can I borrow your marker, Phil?
Sorry about that.
So I'm going to do this. This is in reference to my girls growing up. I think Hocus Pocus was more of their favorite. I agree with that.
Oh, I know where you're going.
But I'm going to go with the other one.
Yeah.
That we used to watch every year and that they loved also.
My girls still watch that too.
Yeah, and I think, did they have a second or are they coming
They
out?
did, yeah.
And that would be Halloween Town.
Yeah.
It was classic. It's a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
I think there's a few of them now. I think they're up to like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
That one
possibly.
I markedly hate more than Hocus Pocus.
You don't.
I don't like Halloween Town, but I get it.
I
Yeah.
don't love Halloween Town, but I don't like Barbies. I watched the Barbie movie because of my
You
girls
know
too.
why you watched Barbie.
I don't get it. Why isn't she doing what she did on Wolf of Wall Street? Come on. Come on, Mattel, do better.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
I think it is.
Okay.
It's your turn. Yeah.
Well, this one's easy for me. I'm going back the other way here, as I tend to do. And I'm going with a classic here. You already went Halloween.
Hearing in the Hendersons.
I'm going Camp Crystal Lake.
All right. I like
Friday
it.
the 13th. Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. Yep. Although,
I used to play, right, on Nintendo. Was it? Yeah, it was Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And that game was so friggin' scary, okay? I don't know if you ever played it.
The shit out of you every time he entered the screen.
He would, you just be going around the lake with log cabins,
chilling,
and you got to go into houses. I don't even remember. You're trying to find something, and you had to search the rooms in the houses, and then you'll go in a room and he'll just pop up right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's scary. And then half of the game, it would get dark out, and you were walking outside in the dark, and man.
The biggest
That shit scared the shit out of me.
the biggest jump scare video game ever. And even worse would be like when you're Camp Crystal Lake, like the way the board was set up, because like you can back out and you can look at the map, and the map is essentially just a circle around Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you would run into him on the dirt path.
Yeah.
But he would just jump out. It was like
Yeah.
there's no warning. There was no like, oh, there he is. He was just there.
And you used to get so scared, you press pause.
Yeah. You take a little tinkle, then you come back, hit unpause, and
So do you enjoy? Did the movie scare you as much as the game? Or
The movie,
game?
I don't know, to be honest. Like,
you got
so
some-
the movie at that time, I didn't watch the movie because I was too like scared to watch it. I played the game, so by the time I watched the movie, I was already like old enough where it didn't really scare me that much.
Yeah.
But when I was playing the game, I was scared out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, and I only knew enough about the movies because again, when I grew up, I didn't watch a whole lot of horror flicks, so I would watch like Friday the 13th like in parts, and I knew enough about the movies that game really scared the shit out of me every time he popped out. Yeah, so that's a good pick right there.
I don't mean this negative, but you look like a person whose parents let them watch horror films when they were like 4 or 5.
No, my parents were actually they were quite the opposite. They didn't really let us watch that kind of stuff until we got a little bit older. But thanks for noticing. All right, for my fourth pick, I'm going into the well here too. And I'm going.
Oh man,
I'm gonna,
I think I know where you're going.
I'm going to take us back here again. It's been reprised, and it's been reprised greatly by Ms. Jenna Ortega. But I'm going to take you back to the original, and that's the Addams Family.
The family's not bad.
Addams Family it's just another one of those great feel-good movies. It's like kind of horror-ish, but still kind of got like, it's got good vibes to it. There's a good storyline, and it's something that we watch every year.
Yeah. I respect it. I have never been an Addams Family fan.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like him in Halloween Town.
Yeah.
I watched it because the girls wanted to watch it, but not something that I was ever. It just didn't do it for me.
The biggest sham that I have with that whole entire series is now that they reprised the role with Jenna Ortega in Wednesday, is that, and I absolutely love.
You love Jennifer Ortega?
No,
I do.
The actor Luis Guzman. I don't see him as Gomez. I don't.
No, me neither.
I don't think he fits that original mold of Gomez, and I'm not happy about that one. But the original Addams Family, absolutely fantastic.
Okay, I need that marker that Phil keeps moving farther and farther away. I mean, soon it'll be over on the foosball table.
He tried handing it to me to get it away from you.
Sorry.
So this is my 5th pick, so I'm going to go a little bit less chalk. But this movie scared the crap out of me. It, to me, is the most cerebral.
Try saying that again.
Cerebral Halloween movie
Right.
or horror movie
Still got it
of
wrong.
all time. Mm-hmm. And it came out in 2000 even.
Oh man.
And
We're crashing and burning over there, aren't we?
And if you didn't fear the rabbit, something was wrong with you, and that was Donnie Darko. Scary as hell. Jake did a great job as a angsty teen who was. To me, it kind of like was one of the first that dealt with depression, and also like visions and that, is it real? Is it not real? It was one of the first that kind of like brought that in. But
I think they call that hallucinations in the business.
this scared the crap out of me. Donnie Darko was
Darko.
yeah.
Yeah, I've actually not completed that movie. I wasn't a huge fan.
Not a
But
big
again,
fan?
I don't like that genre of film typically.
You don't like intelligent.
Oh no, I love intelligent film. I don't think Donnie Darko was intelligent by any stretch of the imagination.
I think it was several meanings, deep questions. You ended that movie and you said to yourself, man, you thought, you talked. It was deep.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right, so I'm going completely opposite of that, and another feel good here. Nice nostalgia for me, especially.
G.I. Joe Halloween.
Right along the lines of Scream. I'm going with Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite. What is it called? Why can't I think of the word?
That could be any genre.
Spoof comedy.
Yeah, spoof comedy.
Yeah, and it was spoofing 2 films, which
A few films, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wayans brothers were great at that. The scary movies were so good.
Yeah.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. They had a bunch of movies like that where they white chicks.
Grab onto my strong hand.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Scary movie too.
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like that.
Yeah, I love that movie. I watch it every year.
Yeah.
The girls don't like it as much, but
Well, I think it's more like, not to be misogynistic, but it's a little bit more guy humor.
it is. Yeah,
But it's funny.
it is funny. Yeah. And some of the later ones, man, even some of the later ones were good.
Oh, I think you know what they always did a great job of.
They
always,
had a couple in the middle that sucked
they were
because
still
they changed the cast.
They were still okay though, because I think what the Wayans have always done, they've always had their finger on the pulse of what's funny without pushing it into like overdone like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to put it out there unless there's like legitimate comedy behind it. They're not going to put it out there just because it's like quirky, stupid comedy. Although, I mean, people argue Scary Movie was, but there was a lot of deep comedy in Scary Movie.
There was the one.
I mean, if you can get like David Cross and Chris Elliott to sign on, I mean, they're comic geniuses.
What was the one? Damn it. I was seeing, I sent you guys not too long ago where the girl she was talking like to the girl from The Ring or something.
Yeah.
It was like a Chinese girl, right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she was
yeah.
responding and just saying names of Chinese companies like that to me.
Yeah.
That just makes me laugh. It's just
Samsung,
good
Toyota.
Yeah.
Kawasaki Suzuki.
That was.
I'm sorry.
fantastic.
It's just good. All right.
All right. So I'm torn here, man. I don't know if I go.
There's a lot on the board still.
There are. I don't know if I go chalk or if I go. I think I'm going to go feel good, man. I think my team's strong enough where I can go back in the well for feel good. It's another Adam Sandler project. It's animated. And
I thought about this for number 5 too.
And
These movies are funny too.
these movies are insanely funny. They're well done. It incorporates all of your traditional Halloween characters, and that's Hotel Transylvania. And it's a big one for me and my kids. We watch every single one as soon as they come out. We go to the movie theater when they come out in the movie theater to watch them. They're hysterical, and he does a great job with them. The cast is great, and again, they bring in all of your traditional characters. And for us, it's a feel-good Halloween movie. I'm going to end it on Hotel Transylvania.
What I love about Hotel Transylvania, I got to give it's a great pick in the 5th round because it was between this and that for me. It's just I have more nostalgia with this, but it's essentially an Adam Sandler movie packaged for kids. But the humor, I remember watching it the first time when they put it on Netflix. I didn't know it was a Sandler movie, and I'm just listening to it, and I'm like cracking up, and I'm like, this is like Sandler. And then I start listening to the Vampires. Oh, freaking Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. And I liked all of them. I think the third one was the weakest, but the first two to me were like really, they're like good Sandler movies.
Oh, they're really good. I do not say blah blah blah. Like my kids and I, we still do that. It's hysterical.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
Is a strong pick. Yeah. Okay, so I think there's a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah, I think the biggest one, and this is what I was torn between, that would have been like super chalk, would have been Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, right?
Yeah,
that's blatantly Halloween.
That was mid high school.
Yeah.
Kind of changed the slasher into that slasher thoughtful hallucination dream,
Yes. Yeah.
Think something that scares all of us.
Like Donnie Darko, if it was intelligent and scary.
Donnie Darko. I mean, I understand why you would not think it was intelligent because it's above an 8th grade level, but
it's about a stuffed rabbit, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's about, Mark. Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I think that's that. I was kind of surprised.
I considered putting Charlie Brown and the pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin Patch or whatever. Yeah, that was. I considered putting that on here.
That was one of my honorable mentions.
I had Exorcist, the original. Yeah. Man, that was scary and still scary because they're redoing it right now.
I wanted to say Twilight Zone because I watch it, but it's not a movie. So
and if we did like not movies, obviously Tales from the Crypt would be up there because they're all like kind of Halloween based.
Yeah,
I know that beforehand we said we weren't going to allow Gremlins on here, but the kind of like the movie studios always come out with competing types of movies in the same genre. So the antithesis to Gremlins was Ghouls. I don't know if you remember Ghouls growing up.
Ghouls.
But Ghouls was more of like a Halloween based type of movie than if I just tiny little ghoul dolls, and it was disturbing and horrible, but like you could associate it with Halloween, I think, easily.
Yeah, I had The Ring on my list. I had this one line. I don't know if it resonates with you guys. Because You Were Home. No. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Oh, is that the
Strangers?
The Stranger, yeah.
It was Liv Tyler, and I forget the guy.
Why'd you choose us or whatever? Because you were home.
Because you were home. Haunting. The way to end it.
Just straight up disturbing.
Yeah.
That was disturbing.
Well, I think it's because it was like so possible.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of horror movies, you're suspending a belief, but
Well, would you consider Purge a Halloween film?
Yes, and it was actually on my honorable
mention.
mention.
Purge is a little scary.
Yeah. Purge is scary. Purge is scary because it could be real life. If you went to martial law, that'd be a little intense.
What about? Did you guys ever watch Trick or Treat? Because that was scary. No. The Sam Halloween. Oh my gosh, man, that was. I would say go watch it, and it's. And I didn't put it because it's a movie. But it's 4 stories in one movie.
Anybody mention the Scooby-Doo Halloween?
No, but that would have been a decent one too.
Not the. I'm talking about the animated one. I forget the name of it. I seen a picture of it. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No.
What about Johnny Depp's Sleepy Hollow? That was that's blatantly a Halloween type movie. Carrie,
you guys have
Carrie
never
was
seen
another
Trick
good
or
one.
Treat. I feel like you guys need to go see Trick or Treat.
Did Trick or Treat was the character like a scary jack-o'-lantern?
It was a burlap bag.
Okay.
That was shaped like a jack-o'-lantern with yellow pajamas.
All right, I think like I vaguely remember.
And he that character is basically, his name is Sam, and he was there to enforce the rules around Halloween. And if you didn't abide by them, it wasn't good, and he was in all 4 stories. It was a really good flick. Yeah. What about, did you guys ever watch Insidious?
What? Yeah, I've seen Insidious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I liked.
when it first came out, so I don't really recall it because again, it's one of those movies that I don't pay a total I don't devote all my attention
Yeah,
to.
when it comes to like Halloween movies, I either like fun stuff or like
Slasher.
slasher. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not into like
You're not having to think too much.
demonic,
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Like it's a little too much for me.
Yeah, like Hellraiser and shit. Like I'm not watching.
Demons, like, of course, make me a little nervous.
Casper.
Casper. What about Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters is good. That's a fun. We watched. So I had my girls watch that last Halloween for the first, like last October for the first
The
time.
original Ghostbusters or like the new
No,
version?
the
reboot?
original one. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
What about Blair Witch?
Blair Witch is
Thought
a good
about
one.
that. Anything that has to do with
The
Salem,
Craft.
I think.
Do you remember The
is-
Craft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember The Craft.
Yeah. What about Twitches?
That was with Bobby Boucher's girlfriend.
Yeah, who?
Twitches.
I remember
That
that.
Mia and the twins.
What is that?
I'm trying to think what
The
other
Olsen
show
twins?
they were in. No,
What about The Shining?
Shining is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Shining
about
is good.
Death Becomes Her?
Yeah.
And also The Witches of Eastwick.
I feel like we're just naming scary movies now.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That was actually that show was a lot better than I anticipated. That took us down
It was reasonably clean too.
Reasonably,
the
yes.
nostalgia lane. Yeah, it was.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show, I think, is what they're trying to say. So if you're still watching, please like and subscribe. Tell us who won. I don't know about you guys, but I look forward to kind of doing some more Halloween themed
Yeah.
drafts
Yeah.
this next one. I do want to do
Faux show.
I do want to. Did you hear that? Mine went out. I do want to do best Halloween costumes.
No, so that was one I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
Classic Halloween.
I
costume.
had the idea last year, but it was like right after Halloween.
Yeah.
So
We've
I've been
done,
waiting.
I think, favorite Halloween
Candies.
already.
Yeah, we got to do
Yeah.
costumes. Costumes is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so yeah, let's go through our listing.
All right, so Team Hollow Screen was the original Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas, It from 2017, Halloween Town, and Donnie Darko.
All right, and Team Spooky Boo Boo went with number 1, Beetlejuice, number 2, Scream, number 3, Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban, number 4, Friday the 13th, number 5, Scary Movie.
I still feel bad. I think you should have gotten the Harry Potter franchise because I think that's what embodies the spirit of Halloween. But whatever, we'll let Rocky win this one. Team 3, Graveyard Flicks, goes with some classics. Hocus Pocus, Hubie Halloween. Put that on your DVR for this year. Will become an instant classic for you year by year. Child's Play, Addams Family, and Hotel Transylvania, which is one that is near and dear to my heart.
All right, guys, do the right thing. Vote Halloween, Hollow Scream. And you can get us on every bit of social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We'd love if you would leave us a comment. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us what drafts we should do in the future. We would love if you give us a 5-star review on all of the platforms.
100%.
And we'd love even more if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So head on over there, guys.
And try some of your suggestions for shows. Try to make Rocky squirm in his pants a little bit. Rocky gets uncomfortable with some of these drafts. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think we could have some fun if we did some
Anyways,
suggestion
guys,
box. Put them in there.
we appreciate you. Peace.
Peace.